it's Christy here to do the extended monthly forecast reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the month of May 2018. This is a general reading for your sign, so whatever is most prominent in your life in the month of May, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and I hope that you find them helpful and healing. Whatever doesn't resonate, please just disregard. So we're looking for any pressing concern or issue for Pisces for May 2018. Pisces, May 2018. Pisces, May 2018. Pisces, May 2018. Messages for Pisces, May 2018. Just waiting for that little tingle to happen in my arms before setting your cards down, Pisces. I'm just asking what are messages for you, and there it is. I find it very different reading from a tarot than I do from an oracle deck, which is remarkable. I really enjoy it though. So you'll probably notice that I shuffle and deal with my oracle decks differently than I deal with my tarot deck, which is actually kind of cool. I can dig it. So we already have two major arcana cards for you. I'm really happy to see this. Really happy to see there's a really nice water element here for you. There's some fire energy here for you. So major arcana energy is essentially something you have to maneuver within. This is divine energy that's available to you, that is helpful to you. This is in the past position, so this was already available to you. But you took it, you ran with it, you used this to your advantage. So really lovely to see here. Some decision making, you might be torturing yourself mentally, particularly about a passionate decision, relationship decision, some behavior or action. There's a little bit of internal discord about, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We do have a 2, very much relationship issue. We do have a 9, possibly spiritual, or it could be affecting you. Even though this is happening within the mind, it could be affecting you spiritually. We do have a nice magic number 7 here, or a level of self-protection. But being in a very good position, standing on higher ground, and then the Empress. So a great deal of fertility, holy smokes. Pisces, really nice to see for you. Let's get into why I would say what I did about these cards for you. So in their unique positions here is the underlying energy is the 2 of fire. This is where we're looking at, where do I go from here? This is, having the divine spark. The Ace of Fire would have been like, boom, like taking action. Here is something really exciting, a lot of passion, very inspired action. And then we have Follow Me, the 2 of Fire. You can sort of see like she's like, okay, I'm packed and I'm ready to go, and we've got my lantern, and you can go for a long time here, right? You're setting up for a long future with your giraffe. Okay, there's a distance that you're willing to go here, but it's almost like, which direction am I going? So the underlying energy, and I know that it's playing into this 9 of air here, is I know which way I'm going, but you're almost tormented by it somehow. Or you're bugging yourself about, like, you've chosen it, and now you're like, but this is still somehow haunting you or daunting you even. Because following this position of the underlying energy, which is okay, I've set course, I'm ready to move forward, I'm taking action here, is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is really just being internally and mentally, intellectually, etc., tormented, okay? But this is something that's occurring within. So Pisces, unless this is happening strict, and you'll know, but unless this is actually your environment and you're surrounded by this type of energy, and if that's the case, leave, okay? This is saying get out of this situation. If this is a physical situation, if it isn't, and this is literally occurring within your mind, you need to situate in May why you would be tormented by making a move here, or what path you've taken or chosen to take, or are you letting yourself down in any way? Are you letting someone else down? Is it perceived? Is it real? Are you overthinking something that's already done and gone and over with? Perhaps you're reflecting on what came before taking action, and mentally you're still there even though you've already moved on. So there's an opportunity here for you to set yourself free from this incapacitating mindset. Okay, because we do have the Fool, which is past energy, and this is really glorious, enthusiastic new beginning, right? This is why I feel like another way to read these or position these would be to say the Fool. So enthusiastic action. In fact, it's starting before there's even a start. It's like so enthusiastic. It's like, oh, it's like you took a chance, a leap of faith, okay? Another way the Fool, it can be read as a leap of faith. You took a chance here. You made a move. You put yourself in a position to make a move, and now you're kind of like wringing your hands over it, like internally. Or, if this isn't internal, like I just mentioned, if this is an environment that you find yourself in, it's a very toxic environment. So it's like you're really beating yourself up about something here, when I really think the point, Pisces, for you here is to get yourself out, okay? Because this is recognition. You recognize, oh God, I don't like these thoughts. I don't like this environment. I don't like not feeling good about what I'm saying to myself, what I'm saying to someone else. I don't feel good about what they're saying to me, etc. Even though I made this move myself, you were really enthusiastic about it too, and it's probably like a little bit of a letdown because you were excited about it, and it maybe held a lot of promise, or maybe you convinced yourself it had a lot of promise. Like happens to the best of us. It really does. Someone can create this sense of enthusiasm, especially if it's something new or passionate here. But really, like, this isn't helpful. Beating yourself up isn't helpful. Having someone else beating you up emotionally, intellectually, ideologically, God forbid, sexually or physically, like, just don't tolerate this. Even if you've made a move and it looked like it was your idea, and I get concerned about my Pisces every now and again. I really do. You're loving to a fault, and you tend to put up with a lot. So, especially if there are children involved, especially if there's the prospect or the promise of a better future, especially if you really trust and love this person. So, just make sure that you're not being taken advantage of here, and that you can sleep at night, because this is a very sleepless card. Here we have, in the present energies, the Queen of Water. So this is absolute compassion, but it's also like someone who can be taken advantage of. I'm going to suggest this is you, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you are cross-watching right now, you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces watching this as a cross-watcher. So you could be a Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, for example. Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon, for example. Scorpio Sun, anything else, Moon, Cancer Rising, etc. So any Sun, Moon, Rising that is a water element, would be your present energy. So it could be that that's who you're dealing with. This could be another person. It could be a woman who is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who is over 30. It could be someone who's under 30 years old, who is a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, who is very enlightened, emotional energy. Or it could be a male Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer sign in your environment who has a great deal of effeminate or feminine energy, which is to be expected for water signs, frankly. Same with Earth, okay? Even Earth males have a lot of female energy. A lot of female air signs have a very distinct male energy. It's just the way it is. It's a masculine energy. It's what an air sign is. So water signs are female energy, feminine energy. So a lot of female energy in your environment. It could be you, it could be the other person, but the present energy is really just saying that there's a great deal of compassion here. Because this is what's going on, I'm going to suggest this is you. Somebody could be taking advantage of this. It does fall under the decision, the movement. I do think this is you. If it isn't, and it's a small group of Pisceans watching this, they are going to recognize who this is in their environment. If this is a trustworthy and compassionate, emotionally developed, emotionally healthy person, I think you can turn to them right now. But if this is just energy, I would really rely on this right now. Maybe don't trust your intellect right now. You have to take that to task. You have to tame that right now. Maybe you need to take a little, you're being forced in a position right now to defend yourself anyway. So somebody could be taking advantage of your emotional wellness and compassion is what I'm definitely seeing here. I don't suspect that you're the one taking advantage of someone else. Unless that's a small group of Pisceans who's doing that. If that's the case, don't do that. But I don't see that's what's going on. I think you took a leap of faith, a real risk here. You made a move. There's some sort of mental or intellectual or thought torment around it. Maybe it's not what you expected. You were fooled, literally. Someone got the best of you. You realize the decision was the wrong one. But don't go dragging yourself through the dirt over it either. Have a lot of compassion for yourself at this time. The future is the 7 of fire. So this is our second fire energy. This is where we're looking at protection, okay? It's also under the 9 of swords, which is where you're dealing with a lot of intellectual or torment, okay? Sleeplessness even. So yeah, you're in a position now where you're being asked to protect yourself in May. But the 7 of fire is also saying that you're in a good position, okay? You may be protecting yourself and your dreams and goals and plans and decisions and everything else and actions and behavior, but it's only because someone else wants something they can't have, or they're jealous, or they don't see what you see, or they don't have the same compassionate essence of maturity that you do. So you're already standing above them here, right? Like you're above the situation, but they're still coming at you. So you still have to, or this could be internal as well. You could be sort of picking on yourself right now. You could be really just be aware this month, Pisces, that you're not kicking yourself if you're already down. Okay, please be really gentle with yourself. Have a lot of compassion for yourself in this situation. Your advice card is the Empress. Here we have the 3. There's a celebration that's available to you. You can get out of this. There's a fertile environment for you. This is the birth card. You could be birthing a new beginning, a baby, of course, project, adoption, new relationship, new job. It could be something as simple and as obvious as your plants that the seeds that you planted a month ago are starting to sprout. But you're starting to see new signs of life here. There's a lot of really generous fertility here. The original Rider-Waite imagery has a pregnant woman, for example. So there could be something that's coming to fruition, something that's coming to light, something that needs to be birthed, something that needs to be said, okay? But remember, we're dealing with Empress energy here, so it's a very fruitful energy. So I would just be cognizant of whatever you are envisioning, thinking, feeling, doing, etc. is going to actualize threefold. So be hyper aware of that. Don't give in to this negative mind frame. Do protect yourself, but don't spend all of your time doing this. If you find you're in a position where you're protecting yourself over and over and over and over, either in your own mind or in a group of people or with one other person, I mean, there comes a point where you have to question, you know, what are we doing spending this much time in a caustic or toxic environment with someone you can't trust or be compassionate and relaxed around. But this is coming to a head. Something, you're going to come out on top here. I think you have to have a lot of faith in yourself right now, Pisces. And like a lot of faith in yourself, maybe to the point of, I wouldn't say go around ignoring other people's problems if these people are important to you, but maybe like put the world aside for May, put all the things you can't possibly ever solve in your lifetime aside for the month, okay? Maybe get back in touch with yourself. Interesting. So Treasure Island, what you need to come to fruition, to bring your dreams to light, to become the person to, you know, give this birth, whether that's literal or figurative, is within. The treasure is within. An equilibrium exists for you as well. So try to remember equilibrium. Try to remember balance. But also remember that you are the treasure. You hold it. You have it. You are it. There is no external seeking for this type of peace and wellness, Pisces. So this could be your biggest clue right now, is the Queen of Water, this sense of compassion, emotional wellness, belonging, healing, depth, okay? Many individuals, men and women, sign notwithstanding, cannot fathom going to these depths of emotional commitment, wellness, imagination, okay? Scientific discovery, passion, being a mother, being an agent of love, okay? This is scary for a lot of people, but this is your superpower, Pisces. So it could just be that so much of this is the world that we live in, okay? It's hard on us emotive types. It's hard on the empath. And it will tear you down, okay? If you know, it's designed to kill the empath. So, you know, be aware of that. Get control of your thoughts. Don't be ashamed of this emotional wellness. Take those calculated risks and stand up for yourself. Something new awaits you, a beautiful birth, a beautiful new beginning, and a great deal of prosperity awaits you here in your advice. So don't settle for less here would be the main message in the Empress as your advice. And then with mending, I'm going to suggest, unless, again, this is something particular to some Pisces watching, unless this is about mending fences with someone else, I'm going to suggest that this is coming to terms with what you're putting yourself through here mentally or intellectually with the Nine of Air, and then through a sense of protection. You have to physically protect yourself here from an onslaught of some sort, or even like a feeling of, you know, I went in the wrong direction, or this isn't what I thought it was. Yeah, all right, we'll try again, okay? You have other chances. And I really believe the next thing you choose is going to be fruitful and positive for you. So mend what's going on within, any problems within, because this always fixes what's going on outside. It really does. So spend that energy within, and remember that you have the key that is within you. And then antelope is action. So this is, again, we're looking at the underlying energy, which is action, and it's about direction. So maybe just spend May looking at what direction you want to go in, why you would be going in that direction, and if that's the right direction for you. Maybe you'll see after exploring that a little bit, going within, being that compassionate person, not trying to please everybody, being in control of your own mind. You know, maybe when you take that action in May, for example, it'll be like, it's okay to go in this direction, even if it didn't work the first time. You can change your mind, okay? So try not to get caught up in right and wrong right now, right and wrong behavior, right and wrong outcomes, directions. Maybe it's about, you know, taking a calculated risk, just keeping that enthusiasm. Something beautiful awaits you here at the end of May, okay? Something to be celebrated here. You'll really come out on top. The lens through which you see the world will be blessed here. So try to keep that in mind and stay in the light. Let your compassion guide you. This is not a weakness, Pisces, trust me. No matter what the world tries to tell us, it really isn't. So I wish you all the best for May. As always, I will see you in a few weeks. Until then, take excellent care. Bye for now.